Hello, this is Trent Nelson of Infinite Healing, and somebody wants me to ask me if I could keep talking about body language, about specific diagnoses or symptoms that you might have, and how those symptoms could be healed through alternative methods, such as using the mind or body work, like my company Infinite Healing offers healing techniques, body work called Infinite Healing, Infinite Body Work. And so if you're taking the advice of a medical doctor or on any kind of medication, then I would recommend that you continue with that and try this as an alternative. And so what I would recommend to you is that if you have one of these symptoms, you try an alternative method. So somebody has asked me about asthma. And can asthma have a mental emotional cause that was causing the physical symptoms? So yes, this could be happening. So let's take a look at what the symptoms of asthma are. And oftentimes the symptom of asthma is wheezing and a feeling of that there isn't enough air, or the inability to take in enough air, and the wheezing is actually coming from a constriction in the lungs and causing me to not be able to breathe as well. So the feeling that could coincide with that, or the mental reason, is the feeling of not having enough space. And oftentimes this is developed in children who feel like they don't have enough space around them in order to breathe, like feel like they don't have breathing room. So children feel like they're getting too much love or too many hugs. In the New Age philosophy or in body language philosophy, asthma is also called smother love. It's the feeling of being smothered. And so you develop the symptoms of not being able to breathe effectively. If that becomes extreme, it can actually become what's called an asthma attack, which is basically where the airway is so constricted that you can't get enough oxygen to function. So somebody wanted to know, well, what to do about this. It's interesting because children tend to grow out of asthma, oftentimes grow out of asthma, and it happens oftentimes when they move away to college and they get space away from the family or away from the parents, and they feel like they can have their own personality, or they can breathe more. And it's funny because sometimes the child will go back to the house and they will actually feel like the symptoms return. And when they go back to college, the symptoms go away. So this is not to say that the family or the parents is the cause of the problem, but it's a feeling of not being able to breathe enough. And so the physical component of that can be constriction of the rib cage. The muscles around the rib cage and the ribs itself could be compressing the lungs, causing you to not be able to take full enough of an inhale, and enough oxygen is not coming into the body. And that's when the wheezing happens and feel the symptoms of what's called asthma. So yes, you can heal this. You need to learn how to relax the tissue around the rib cage and the lungs, and get the muscles to relax, and you can heal this symptomology. So it's actually not that difficult. There are breathing techniques you can do, like my company offers infinite breathing, which is a style of breathing called conscious connected breathing. And you can also do body work to help release the tissue around the rib cage and around the lungs, helping there to be enough space so that the lungs can expand and you can take in enough oxygen. So that's how you can work with the symptoms of what's called asthma. I can be reached at www.lulu.com/TrentInspires, and also by email at trentnelsonInspires@hotmail.com. If you'd like to work on treating this symptom, or else would like to have publications about how to work with this, contact my website or contact me by email. Thank you, and I hope this was helpful. Hope to see you.